the last Wednesday of the month, so you know what time it is. It's time for you to go ahead and enter into the man cave.
Real quick, what play we gonna run?
You look like a coach, though, man. You just like a coach.
As always, a Smoooth Productions.
Hold up. But Deion Sanders is not making $93 million.
Now,
Come
you don't never dip your pen in the company ink.
I'm glad you said pen. I thought that was going a different way.
No,
I didn't know where that was about to go.
Well, you can clip this. If I gave you $168 million, I want to know what type of fabric software you're using on your initiatives. You know what I'm saying?
That's who you want to be. You want to be Steph. You want to have that range like that. You know, and not just have the range. I mean, Steph can get to the cup.
We're going to have that platinum tier for the platform sports talk show. You know what I'm
We
saying?
need some platinum sponsors. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying?
Messy.
He could be described in 3 words. He's so horny at that moment. Yeah, I said that. That's going in the highlight tape. I know it is. I know it is. You know,
Knee alone. Friday, knee alone.
Fresh Prince knee alone.
the best man. Me alone, man.
Well, anyway, it was a good run while it lasted. So,
Then they were exactly who we thought they is.
And that's why we say we look at the guys that are in our OTE arena is who are you? You know,
Crazy story. The first time I touched a basketball court, I cried. I didn't want to go. They forced me to go. They put me in the van.
It's a give back to allow the young people to experience the game, to learn the fundamentals the right way.
All right, so it's the Man Cave coming to you live from the Platinum Sportstalk Network. My bad, Smooth. I won't mess it up no more. I got you, man. I got you. All right, you know what?
It's a platinum show, man. It's a platinum
Yeah, the show is platinum. That's why I keep saying it.
What is happening, everyone? It is the last Wednesday of the month. It is the Man Cave. And no, I am not Stan. It is your boy Smooth. Shouts out to Stan. No, he is on assignment, getting ready for something really big that he's doing here in Duluth. So he couldn't be on the Man Cave this month, but he shall be back in May. But thanks to all for tuning in right now. Once again, the last Wednesday of the month. So, the fellas are ready to get down. Warning, disclaimer, should I say, excuse me. Hey, it's all men. We taking over. So no judgment. Just enjoy the conversations. And you just never know what happens when you get a nice amount of fellas around to talk some sports. So I'm looking forward to it. And also I'm looking forward to after this show, I'll be immediately heading down to the city, going to Sophie's Art Lounge, and I'll be performing for the first time at A Turn of the Table. It's going to be me and a lot of other dope, incredible DJs. Shouts out to my Smoooth Productions fam, DJ Steve Jenks. He'll be down there starting at 9:30. I'll be starting at 10:30, and we plan on just doing our thing and bringing some incredible vibes. So if you have time after we're done with this show, meet me there. Matter of fact, meet me down to Sophie's Art Lounge for A Turn of the Table. Before I bring in the people, y'all know what's happening. Now, I got to do my thing here. And let's give us a follow all over social media, the Platform Sports Talk Show. Give us a follow on Facebook, the Platform Sports Talk Show. On the X at 314 Sports Talk. Instagram at Platform Sports Talk, where we are live right now as well. And if y'all need the Platform Sports Talk Show, if y'all would like to have the Platform Sports Talk Show come out to your event and provide some wonderful coverage, get some great interviews, or if you want to be part of this show and be a special guest, shoot us that email at platformsportstalkshow@gmail.com. And then, of course, go on YouTube, the Platform Sports Talk Show, subscribe and click on that bell. So anytime we go live, you will be notified. The show will be uploaded right away on all the social media networks. We are working on getting Roku back into the fray, so stay tuned for that. And if you can't see us for some reason, go ahead and hop on Hot 365 Radio and give us that love, as well as we sound incredible, crystal high definition, Hot 365 Radio, where it is always hot. go on hot365radio.com or go on your devices, iOS, Android, put in Hot 365 Radio, and boom, you are ready to go. Tonight, once again, this is the Man Cave. Next week, we will have Ladies Night. Shouts out to the ladies doing incredible things. And speaking of incredible, shouts out to Shoot 360 STL. Went to their grand opening, myself along with Coach Brittany Willis, and we shouts out to Brittany Carter as well. But we was able to be part of the grand opening. They did the ribbon cutting, was able to meet a lot of the coaches, a lot of participants, and it was just a wonderful time. So thank you to Coach Brittany Willis for her contributions, being a on the spot correspondent, should I say. And I know yours truly behind the scenes. We've had a slew of great interviews that I've been putting out over the week. Got many more to come, so definitely stay tuned for that. But once again, shouts out to Shoot 360 STL. Definitely check out their facility if you are a baller or you have a daughter, a son, or a relative, someone you know who wants to get their skills to be that much better. Shoot 360 STL is where you want to go. So let's go ahead and bring in some of the fellas. Right now, this man, he's been gone for a minute because he's been in law school and he's ready to let everyone know how he's doing, what he's been up to, and he's back for the first time in a while. T-Bone, what's going on with you, brother?
Well, here we are, back again. I'm happy to be back on the platform sport. I need to drink some little Monster here. Oh, look, we don't have sponsors. You know, you can't see what it is, but you know, it's a drink that'll give me some energy that you might be afraid of. Anyway, glad to be back and looking forward to talking about some sports and catching up with the fellas and catching up on sports. I've been a little occupied lately.
Yeah, man, pleasure to have you back. And of course, you couldn't come back on the show without rocking that shirt.
Oh, you know, we can show this one. We can show that. They not dead, all right? They not dead. They little, you know, had a little stumbling block, but they still around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, great to have you back, Miss Dub, showing you love, saying welcome back.
Hey, glad to be back. Glad to see you there. Still watching, still standing.
Yeah.
I could use the Michael Boy reference again, but that was pre-show.
But yeah, great to have you on the show once again, Miss Dub. And for all those watching for the first time, thank you very much. Consistently holding things down for officially 7 years. Every Wednesday, it's always something great that we bring to the table. And up next, this is my guy here. He's been on the Man Cave for a few months now. He's settled in. He's like the cool, calm voice. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Billy D. Williams or something like that. But he knows sports. It's my cat, my dude, Mario. What's going on, brother?
Hey, I appreciate the intro. I like that. Yeah, we doing good over here. What'd you say, T?
So you sound like you're about to sell people a Colt 45.
Nah. Like you said, we don't have no sponsors, so you know I can't do this. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I can't do that.
Not yet. But if you want to sponsor us, let us know. We got you.
Okay, I will let you know. What we gonna talk about these topics today? Let's see what we're gonna talk about.
Most definitely, and we are scheduled to have Craig Black on. He was working on his connection earlier, so we'll see if he can, find his way on and join us tonight for once again another edition of the Man Cave. Last month's show was incredible. We got into a lot of good topics, from basketball to football and everything. I mean, a lot of great topics. So, it ain't gonna stop tonight, and we ain't gonna hold them back. Let's go ahead and get this party started, fellas. What's the word? T-Bone, start off with you, man. You've been gone for a minute. What's the word?
Oh man, so many sports, so many things. There's baseball, there's football. That's right, the Battlehawks. Caw-caw! That's right. For me, I'm really trying to get back into what was that?
Are you laughing?
No. I'm trying to get caught up and checking out everything that I've been missing, and I've seen a few things here and there, but I mean, if we had to talk about some things that's going on, I mean, yeah, I mean, for me it'd be wrestling. I mean, I haven't talked about WrestleMania at all, but I think we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I mean, interesting directions with WWE going on, so good stuff there. So we'll circle back to that later.
Most definitely. Mario, what about yourself, man? What's the word?
Just kind of shocked that Kyrie didn't make the Olympic team. That was kind of a shock to me. I guess they do. Yes, Kyrie did not make the Olympic team. If he's on there, prove me wrong. But from what I read, he's not on there. So that's kind of a shock to me. So we'll see how they go going forward. When they go to Paris this year.
And as you see on the screen, that is a squad that will be going to Paris, barring any injury. And just seeing this squad, Mario, I know you just said Kyrie not being on there, but just seeing this squad, is this the best looking squad we've had since the Redeem team?
Ooh, I want to say no, but I want to say yes as well. But I mean, that Redeem team, their mindset was just different. When you got the Mamba mentality, guiding you, is everybody feeds off that. I don't know what kind of mentality they gonna bring. I'm not saying they're not gonna jail, because I know they are. It's just that what kind of mentality are they gonna bring to Paris? Because to me, yes, basketball is, a lot of it is physical, but I believe a lot of it is mental as well. So I'm just curious to see what what these guys can bring to the table, as far as what the Redeem team did that year when it was Kobe, LeBron, Melo, D Wade. And I mean, it's enough said right there. Kobe, LeBron, Melo, D Wade. I mean, you got Tatum, LeBron, KD, Steph. I mean, AD. We'll see. Joel Embiid. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, you have guys on here like Steph, his first time being on the Team USA. I think it's same thing with Kawhi. Anthony Edwards, he was on the previous team. It wasn't the actual men's national team. Like this one is going for the gold, so it'll be his first experience along with Halliburton. I think they do have a great mix of older and younger upcoming stars. Tatum making his run as well. I'm excited about this team, and I'm not sure if it will be at the Redeem team level, because, like you said, we don't have that Kobe Bryant person to kind of be like, you know what, I'm tired of y'all, being like a daisical or lollygagging. It's time to work. I don't know if we have that person. Maybe in due time that'll be like an Anthony Edwards. I can kind of see his personality growing up to be like that, where he's holding people accountable. But right now, I'm not sure if it's here. But I am confident that they're going to be on a mission, because we've all seen what has happened these last couple years in regards to the Olympics. Not the national team, but the team that's going to play like in tournaments for pool settings, for pool rankings or whatever, pool play, whatever. I think this team here is going to be out for vengeance, and I look forward to seeing it. Like I said, barring any injuries, just hope that everyone can be intact and ready to go. T-Bone, you see this nationals team. What your thoughts about this roster?
Well, when you asked the question about is this the best one, I had to look at the past few. 2016 is crazy. Do you remember how many people withdrew or were injured during that period of time?
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at these. This is the list of people who did not play on that 2016 team. Anthony Davis, injured. Chris Paul withdrew. John Wall, Blake Griffin, Steph Curry, LaMarcus Aldridge, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, Gordon Howard, Andre Drummond, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, all of those people withdrew or were injured. That could have been an Olympic team right there.
Yeah. And that was during a time where they wasn't taking it as serious to be on the squad. But after they started losing games, like they had the last couple of years, LeBron was the first one. Like, oh, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm back. Let's go. Because he was tired of seeing the U.S. get embarrassed by losing games where they felt like they should be, dream team wise or redeem team wise victories, and it wasn't the case. We was like the laughing stock because you're seeing, like the Czech Republic or not Czech, but Slovenia and Lithuania's and whatever come up all of a sudden and start balling. Like, whoa! I mean, I think France won the tournament last year. Was it France or Germany won the tournament last year? U.S. came in like third place.
Yeah, U.S. came in third.
Yeah. So, like I said, the world has caught up to U.S. and LeBron has seen that, KD seen that, Curry seen that, and they're like, you know what? It's time to go ahead and lay loose up and let's.
Is it really that they caught up, or is it that our best people weren't deciding to play? Which I guess that's
the mix.
But I guess that's the best way of saying that everybody's caught up because I'm not 2016. Like I said, you had a whole Olympic squad that sat out, and you had other people in, and they still got the gold then. So. I guess that is saying that the world is catching up when the U.S. is coming in third when our stars aren't playing now.
Yeah,
I would say this: a lot of the European players they start playing professionally at 16, 17, 18 years old on their national team. So a lot of those guys get the chance to develop early before they even go pro. So. Just like Luka been playing for a long time. I think Luka's only 24, but he's been playing professionally for a long time. So the game, all he's doing now is evolving his game that he prepared for when he was in Europe, and he just taking it to another level in the NBA. So that's why I say I'm not saying like you guys were saying they're catching up. I just think that they just get an actual head start. Some of those players get a head start. Like these kids here in the U.S., they can't play professionally at 16, 17 years old. They still playing in AAU leagues, and then they go to college, and it's like a developmental league. For them, they jump straight on these national teams, man, and they stay on there for years. And next thing you know, they getting drafted.
Right.
So when you sprinkle, when you have the opportunity to literally go pro in Europe like that, you kind of like a step ahead of some of these kids that's coming out of college that did 4 years or 3 years.
But you know what? They don't. Here they don't play on the Olympic team, but that used to be the case before '92, right? It used to be the college players.
Right.
Yeah, the college players used to play. I think Christian Laettner was on that '92 team. He ain't seen no clock.
Yeah,
he was on that team.
But before then, like the pros, there was the rule. Was it a rule that the pros couldn't play? And they changed that, right?
Exactly.
So
yeah, it was a rule.
Now
it was all collegiate players at one time,
or amateur. I don't even know if they even had to qualify to be in college. Yeah. So, I guess
it was like that, and then I just think it just changed.
Yeah, the pros have monopolized.
Like Smoooth said, you got. Somebody got tired of seeing us lose, so they said that it's just time to bring the best of the best.
Hey, Magic, let's go, Larry, come on.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's exactly what they said.
They're the best for a reason. Like just because they get paid to do it, they're still the best. So send your best.
There you go. All right. So what's the word for me? 2 things. One. And this came out today, and this was some great news to see and hear. But Reggie Bush got his Heisman Trophy back. He originally won it back in 2005, 2000, something like that.
2005.
Yeah, 2005. 5. And of course, it was taken away from him because one of the things that's going on now, getting money outside of playing football, in college, whatever. And people were fighting to have him get his Heisman Trophy back that he so well deserved. Shouts out to Johnny Manziel. I heard that he was one of the people that was definitely advocating for him to get his trophy back. But to see the one on the left is young Reggie. And if y'all have not seen Reggie Bush during his college years, go on YouTube and just put it in, because this man here was an automatic touchdown. He get the ball and he's running like 95 miles per hour as soon as he gets the football. Let me see. Miss Dub says they changed the rules so that pros play when they realized other countries were paying their amateur players in regards to the USA national team. But yeah, going back to Reggie Bush, there's highlights galore. Man came in and just was dominating the USC. And of course, can't forget about the incredible game, the national championship game between USC and Texas with Vince Young. That was just a epic game. But shouts out to Reggie Bush to have his moment again by getting the Heisman. Mario, your thoughts?
I think I'm glad to see he got it back because he earned it. I mean, he was the best player in college football that year, hands down. Every time I would turn the TV on, next thing you know, all I hear is Reggie Bush scores again. If he won't running it, I think he returned kickoff. I think he returned 2 kickoffs during his career at USC too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he returned 2 for a touchdown. So this man he was for real. He was the real deal. And I'm just glad to see that, he had some people help him get what he earned so dearly, back and put it in his trophy collection.
T-Bone.
Now, is it just me, or would the funniest thing ever be to see coming up on the next Pawn Stars, Reggie Bush brings in his Heisman Trophy? I mean, put that thing away. I throw that thing and be like, look, here's what I think about you. Like, y'all did this to me. I'm gonna pawn this thing on national television. But no, seriously, it's always good for people who have done something to be recognized for, to get their recognition and not have it taken away over some silliness, especially like expunge all these people who have gone through all these, different things from the past. Like, y'all letting people get paid, give them the stuff back. So, there you go. Restitution for Reggie.
So someone else has an opinion. He's driving right now, but I think he's ready to go ahead and talk. Career Black, what's going on?
Man, what up, fellas? What's the deal?
Craig's about to
can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but
yeah, you sound good.
I sound okay. All right. Well, thank the Lord for the NCAA finally coming to their damn senses and giving Reggie Bush his trophy. I mean, but let's be real. Why the hell did he give it up in the first place?
Uh-oh.
I thought that was a dramatic pause. No.
Right.
I would have never gave that trophy back. But I do like you, T-Bone. I like that. He should pawn that joint on national TV just to rub it in their face. He should.
Hey, well, seriously though.
Yeah.
To answer the question, it probably actually belongs to them still. Like it's probably actually their property. He gets to hold it. So if they want it back, they can take it back. That's probably the reason why they were able to get it back.
They would have to break into my house. And they had to break into my house to get that trophy back. That's the only way it happened with me. There's no way in the world I'd have brought that trophy back.
We already had one Heisman Trophy guy with a whole scandal with a break-in and a Heisman Trophy and all that. We don't need to repeat that.
Oh, Lord. You're right. But I'm going to drop off and I'm going to come back and I'll be live from my living room. Okay? I'll be right back.
See you soon. All right, there we go. So once again, congrats to Reggie Bush. Second is because we don't have it as a topic tonight, for good reason, and that's the St. Louis Cardinals. And they ain't doing too good right now, fellas. Say they in last place. They been in last place since last year. And we just don't know when you'll see things turn around at this point. It's been pretty bad. But one of the biggest things here is today it was announced that our supposed phenom prospect Jordan Walker got sent back to the minors, AAA, today. Him along with pitcher Zach Thompson, and up comes Jose Fermin and John King. So over the last 2 weeks, you've seen Victor Scott and you've seen Jordan Walker get sent down due to performance. And it sucks that it happened. But this year, I agree that it had to happen because Jordan Walker, we all know last year, he had came out with like a 10, 12 game hitting streak. And then he still got sent down to Memphis because they wanted him to work on launch angle. So he did that. He came back, and the last 2 or 3 months of the season, he started finding his groove. So of course, you see the progress going on, and you're looking forward to, this upcoming season. Like, okay, well, he should be that guy. And for those who watched the MLB preview show with Joe and I was saying like, this should be the face of the organization now. He got his experience in last year, and he should come in like, okay, it's time to show up and show out. And now he has regressed back to what he was doing before he went to the minors last year. He's hitting ground balls. He can't hit the ball opposite field consistently. He's not getting no air in the ball. I mean, he has natural strength. He's like 6'6", 6'7", and he has natural raw power. But he's not barreling the ball. He's not barreling, the ball, and it's not taking flight where he's getting doubles and he's getting home runs. He has no home runs right now, going to 3 weeks of the season, and that's not a good look. So he got sent back down once again, along with Victor Scott. And truthfully, depending on how things go, don't know how long it'll be. We hope that they both come back this year and actually produce. But right now, just the way things are going, it may take them a minute for them to get back up to the major leagues and be productive. T-Bone, your thoughts?
I mean, this is obviously a team that's rebuilding and struggling, and they need to get the players how they need to be. So look, this is the best time of the season for people to be going down and having to work out some stuff and get their stuff together. You'd rather it be now than later on in the season, because then it's a complete lost cause. So get them worked out now, figure out what needs to be done, make some moves as well as the Cardinals make moves, and just try to get the team right. But however, as we discussed prior to the show, folks, get your tickets, because this is the time. Like,
it is.
Bad season for them is great for the fans. Like, you want to get out there, you can get some prime tickets right now. And if we had a sponsor for tickets, we tell you where to go to, but we don't have one. So, there you are.
Sorry for you. Mario.
I mean, I haven't really followed them a lot so far this year, but I was following this guy right here, Jordan Walker. But I guess what will cause him to regress? Lack of off-season workout. I mean, you stated, Smooth, that he was working on the off season. To regress like that, that means you're not giving it your all. That's what I'm thinking.
That's it.
And if you want to be that guy in Major League Baseball, you have to put in the work. This is not just show up and stand at the plate, swing, you hit it, and now you become a superstar. It don't work like that. Not in the majors. So you have to put in 3 times the work, I think, that you have ever put in before to get to the level that you are now. So I mean, I just think that he's just for the perfect word, I just think he's slacking right now.
And that's exactly how I feel. Is that there's no way that you progress like you did last year and you start hitting balls all over the field, looking comfortable, and then you come into a new season and you're doing this. It's not on the coaching staff. It's strictly on how bad do you want it. Just because you made it to the major leagues doesn't mean everything just comes easily and now you're going to be hitting whatever. Opponents, they have the book on you. And you've seen since day one, game one of the season, pitchers are throwing him off-speed pitches and away. And he has yet made the adjustment. And so until he makes that adjustment, they're going to keep doing the same thing. Then when they go off-speed and away, then they want to throw a fastball in, and he can't catch up to it because he's trying to slow it down for the off-speed pitch. So he just all out of whack. And then the approach when he's swinging the bat, you have to put in the work to be successful. Like I said, just because you're 21 years old and you know people have labeled you as the future doesn't mean you just come in and you just take over the league unless you put in the work. So that's what's lacking, Miss Dub. It's not him. It's just, I mean, it's not the coaching staff. It's just strictly you have to put in that work, and that's why he's being set down to AAA. So now he ain't got to worry about the press asking him questions every game about what happened. No, you can go into a minor league game and work on whatever you need to work on and take as much time. And if I'm the organization, I want to wait till I see him hitting nothing but bombs for the next maybe weeks or even maybe a month of just consistent production before we bring her back into the mix. That's what my expectation should be if I'm the Cardinals. Is I want to wait until he got it. We want to all say at the same time, there it is. He got it. And speaking of there it is, bring on Craig Black. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, Craig. Let me know. Okay, he ready. He was eating food. I didn't want to bring him in. Like he was
Man, what's up, fellas?
Hey, welcome back once again. But yeah, man. So we talked about the Cardinals, but how have you been following up with the Nationals at all? How the team been doing?
We look like we almost made it to 500 a couple of times, but I haven't been following. I look at the standings every now and then. You know, I'm not a big baseball fan, fellas, but I do love my Nationals. It's just that, you know, what do I expect? I expect them to win the World Series every year. So right now we're 10-12, and you know, 2 games shy of 500. We make it to 500. I think that'll be a great accomplishment for our whole organization right now, because we are terrible. We're almost worse than them St. Louis Cardinals. Oh, I ain't mean to say that. Sorry about that.
Hey, a few more to go to a game than will us. I'll tell you that.
They ain't lying. All right, but yeah, because like T-Bone was saying, and like I've been stressing these last few weeks, ever since the first game of the season at home, the home opener, tickets have been like super cheap. So if you ever come in town, Craig, and we still suck, you can probably get seats right behind the field for like less than $20 right now. That's how bad it is in Busch Stadium.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's terrible. So you mean, hold up, the St. Louis faithful are not going to the games right now? Is that what it is?
They ain't supporting because they don't believe the organization.
Wow, but
See,
St.
that
Louis
was
they like that. It's like it's Cardinals Nation. What do you? I mean, no matter what. I mean, look how bad my Commanders are, and we still come out to see them. Well,
they're for like 3 for 5, so you know.
No, this is strictly a message from the fans to ownership that if y'all don't take y'all ish seriously, we ain't coming. And that's what's going on, is that the fans don't have faith in the organization and in the front office due to these lack of moves, you know, not trying to be aggressive and giving us a winning product. So if you're not going to give us a winning product, why should we be faithful when y'all don't even have faith in your own selves?
Understandable.
That's how I've been. That's how I've been right now. The last.
I'm sorry. I wanted to ask about ownership.
What you say? What you say, Craig? What was you saying?
Is St. Louis really mad at the ownership right now? Is that what it is, or is it?
You ain't heard Sadal for the past 5 years.
It's the DeWitts, right?
DeWitt, Mozeliak.
You said DeWitt, Mozeliak, yeah.
All of them. Yeah. So right now, this is the thing way of saying it's time to shake things up because they ain't coming. You seeing so many red seats and red bleachers. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, but yeah, speaking of crazy, let's go ahead and get right into these NBA playoffs, gentlemen. As going into tonight's games, let's start with the West Coast. We have number 1 seed, yes, the number 1 seed, Oklahoma City Thunder. They are playing tonight against the number 8 seed, New Orleans Pelicans. Number 4 seed, Clippers versus number 5 seed, Mavericks. That series is tied at 1. And let's see, number 3 seed, Timberwolves versus number 6 seed, Suns. The Timberwolves are up 2-0 as now the series shifts over to Phoenix. And Denver Nuggets, reigning defending champions, number 2 seed, are up 2-0 against the Lakers. Talk about that and the other series. On the East, we have number 1 seed, the Boston Celtics. They are down right now by 3 against the Miami Heat at this time, the number 8 seed. Number 4 seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers versus number 5 seed, Orlando Magic. Those two teams are playing tonight. T-Bone's old team. Number 3 seed, Milwaukee Bucks versus number 6 seed, Indiana Pacers. That series, I have a feeling, may go to 7 games. They are both tied at 1. And then you have the Knicks and the 76ers with the Knicks up 2-0 as they now go to Philly. Craig, your thoughts? Which series you want to talk about first?
I want to talk about these whining, these crybaby ass LA Faker fans. Come on. You LA Faker.
Here we go.
Stop crying. These phantom fouls. You're not getting all the calls. You know, it was a stat that I think Tony Kornheiser read the other day on what's that show with him and Mike Wilbon? I forgot the name of that show.
PTI.
PTI, that's what it is. And it was something like the Lakers over the season had over 900 fouls called in their favor, and that's like 600 more fouls than the next team. And they're complaining right now about fouls. Come on, man. I give it to I got to give LeBron all his respect. He is out there balling like he's 21 right now. He's doing what he has to do. The supporting cast just doesn't show up for him. I mean, let's call Anthony Davis what he is. I mean, when Jokic, like my man Mario says, he's one of the if he's not the best big man in the game, he is the best big man in the game. When Joel is healthy. When Joel's not healthy, he is the best man in the game. When Joel's healthy, he's not the best big man in the game. But nevertheless, he gave it to him. When it's a crunch time, AD can't check him. He can't do nothing with him. If they don't double team him,
you ain't lying.
It's like, come on now. But these Laker fans are my nerves. I can't stand these Laker fans.
And my thing is about AD. You can't be mad because you didn't get nominated for Defensive Player of the Year. And you out here on in press conferences, I'm the best defender in the game. And then, like you said, Career Black, you get done in by Jokic. I mean, he got done in like here, like I'm Jokic and here's AD. Get off me. That's how easy it was. No answer for Jokic. And then second, you can't have a 20-point lead in the second half and then get mad at the refs talking about something that they ain't calling calls. You can't allow that to happen. Bottom line, you just can't do that.
Laker fans.
And then and third, and this is something that I heard from Robert Ory. I should have kept the video, but he said, and he don't want to piss Lakers fans off, but and that's something I noticed also. But in the first half of the game, their offense, they'll move the ball around. You know what I'm saying? Have D-Lo doing his thing, feed the ball to AD. Everyone is part of the offense. But the moment that things get thick and all of a sudden here comes the Nuggets, it's getting to clutch time, then they want to have LeBron have the ball at the top of the key and just hold the ball and wait until either he does something or the team does something. Like you change up your game plan when everything was working just fine in the first half, when everyone was getting the ball, everyone was moving without the ball. And that's how the offense should be ran. But when you start playing this, not saying LeBron was saying get out the way, I'm gonna take over, everyone just do ISO. No, they just want to give LeBron the ball and he'll just hold it and pivot and do this and do that for like 20 seconds and then wait till the last 4 seconds of the shot clock and then try to make a move. You can't do that. You have to continue to utilize AD, D-Lo. Of course, you got Austin Reeves. Everyone has to still touch the ball. And if Darvin Ham doesn't make those changes, the Lakers will get swept, bottom line. Because you've had 2 opportunities to win the game, these last 2 games, and you both had big leads, and they just faded away. And that's not good at all.
You know what's crazy? The Lakers got a serious squad too. When you really go through their lineup, they really do have some good players on there.
They do.
They do. I mean, so it's like, I just think that it's Denver's just better. How about that? Just call it what it is. Denver has that. Let's just call it
reigning, defending, undisputed NBA champions, right?
I mean, I forgot they had Spencer Dinwiddie on the squad.
Right. And I don't think he scored a bucket this whole playoff.
They got Rui on this. I mean, come on now. They got some players. Who else is on their bench? You said Austin Reeves. They got Cam Reddish is on the squad too. D'Angelo Russell, when he shows up, he's a straight up, he's an all-star when he shows up,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the others are scared when it comes down to crunch time. The others just like to sit back and watch LeBron do his thing. They're not.
And you can't do that.
But it shouldn't even be LeBron doing that. It should be AD. That's what really pisses me off. It's like, where you at, AD? Where you at? And
the man got one touch, Craig, in the second half. One touch.
Can't do that.
That tells you right there what Smoooth was talking about. It's like when a team go on a run, you kind of get it. You sort of get in a little bit of panic mode, but you don't panic. You know what I'm saying? So then they come down, they get a stop, they go down and score again. Now you kind of looking around at each other like, okay, so who gonna make the play? But you can't turn to LeBron and ask him to make the play all the time.
Right.
You gotta sometimes rely on somebody else to give you that spot. Right now, they have yet to find somebody else to give them that extra spark that they need. Now, if I had to pick somebody, I thought it would have been Austin Reeves because he's been kind of consistent throughout the playoffs so far. I can't really say that there's another role player on that bench that could probably get him quality minutes. And what I mean by quality minutes is you don't have to have a lot of points to give up quality minutes. All you need to do is let's say your man is on fire and you start, let's say it's Jamal Murray and you switch it, you put a different man on him. You start shutting him down, you're taking him away from this Denver Nugget offense, and it's giving your team a spark. I just don't think that there's nobody. I've yet to see somebody on that bench give the Lakers a spark.
Gabe Vince is another person on that.
Yes.
Gabe Vincent, man. Remember the work he put in last year for my
yeah, but is he getting any time though? See, that's another thing. Is he getting any time? Is Donald Ham going through that roster like he's supposed to? Is he going to a guy that he know he gonna get quality minutes out of if he point down that bench? I don't think he's done that yet. Now, when the series shift, like it's gonna shift, it's gonna go to LA. It's gonna be a different LA team. What, Friday night? I think they play Friday. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. I think they play Friday. So it's gonna be a different LA team Friday night.
They're not
2
gonna
at
get
home.
swept, but
I'm sorry.
It's tomorrow.
I'm sort of like it's tomorrow. I'm sort of like Smooth though, because they was in this same situation last year, Craig, when they was down 2-0. The same situation last year. They went back to LA and they had a great game. They did. And I thought they was gonna pull it out. But what happened? The cookie crumbled in front of them and they lost. So now when you're back against the wall, you have no choice but to go out here and win this next game. But they could not. Once Jokic get going and he makes everybody around him better and they started to cooking, it's hard to beat them. Period. Because he makes everybody better. He just really makes everybody around him better. I mean, Michael, and I'm gonna be honest with you, they look terrible Monday night. They should have lost by more than 20.
Right.
If they would have kept that lead.
Right.
Because the Lakers was giving them the business on both ends of the floor.
So, Craig, you talked about,
and when I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so you talked about the Laker fans or Faker fans. This is the perfect opportunity for me to show you how it is right now to be a Lakers fan.
99 problems and the Nuggets are 1. Come on. Oh, for 3. Oh, he missed it. Oh, God. Nuggets with the ball with 10 seconds left. No. No. Oh, God. No! The Lakers lost! Are you serious? The Lakers lost! A game-winning 2-pointer! Are you serious? In the words of Kenny Smith, it's over. It is over. The series is over. The Lakers just lost by a game-winning shot by Jamal Murray. The Lakers had a 20 freaking point lead and lost the game again. Again. Are you serious? Are you serious, people?
Take the camera. Ah!
So,
hey, isn't that the game where when it was over?
So, Smooth, you a Laker fan?
I am a LeBron James fan.
See, you are one of them. You're one of them. You're one of them.
Yep, I am.
You're one of them. I got a good friend.
I am LeBron James.
I'm gonna call out my man Keith Morris. I don't know if you're even watching this right now, but he is the same. He is the same you. He followed LeBron from Cleveland to Miami, back to Cleveland to LA, and miraculously, he's a fan of all these teams. He pops all the gear. One year he have the Miami gear and all matched up. Next year we have some Cleveland gear. Come on, man. Come on.
I see all that.
That's not real fandom. That's not a real fan.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is because you're a fan of a specific player. I mean, like if LeBron went to the freaking I don't know, the Orlando Magic, I'll be a fan of the Magic because I'm supporting LeBron James.
Oh my God.
It is.
I'm with one squad only, and I don't care if they even leave DC. I'm still gonna be my Wizards fan. I'm gonna be a Wizards fan. I'm gonna be a diehard. It's just how it is, man. I'm gonna ride it down with my squad.
That's different because you're in their town. You know what I'm saying? You're there. We don't have an NBA team.
Okay, you're right. I'll give you you know what, Smooth? I'll give you a pass because you're right. But it's a lot of guys in this DMV that are the same way. And the only reason they hop around because our team sucks. That's the only reason they do that, because our team is like the worst team in the NBA for the last 30-some years. I think last time we won a championship was in 77.
Man, you talking about back in West Onsell days, huh?
I was in the first grade or something like
West
that.
Onsell days.
They had to change the name, which is a common theme for y'all teams up there.
Yeah, the bullets was raining, and
it was all bullets and cocaine back in the day.
Hey, but wasn't that clip that you showed? If I recall, and I'm not someone who's ever going to criticize LeBron James unfairly, but if I recall in the press conference after the game, even though he missed the shot that could have, secured the win for them, if I recall, he was complaining about the referees after that game.
Right, that was game 2.
I mean, did he say my bad for missing the shot, or
nah.
let my team down?
Nah.
Could have done better.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yeah. I agree. Because like I said, you can't have a 20-point lead in the second half and lose the game, and want to blame the refs. Can't do that.
Yeah, Can you get that meme? Can you get that meme of him doing that to him when he missed the shot?
They walked them down, man. Slowly but surely, they walked them down.
All right. Let's talk about this Minnesota Phoenix series. Right now, Timberwolves up 2-0. Are the Phoenix Suns done? I mean, you got KD, you got Bradley Beal, you got what's the name? Tip of the tongue right now. Devin Booker,
Devin Booker.
And they ain't doing it right now. What's your thoughts?
You got 3 shooters on the floor. Who playing defense?
You always said that. I think you said prior to the season.
Say that again, Smooth.
You said that same thing prior to the season starting.
Yeah, you got 3 shooters on the floor. Bradley Beal got to get a touch. Devin Booker got to get a touch. KD definitely got to get hit. So who's gonna play defense out the 3? Who's gonna play some defense? And I'm gonna tell you, Ant-Man is playing like a man right now.
Yes, he is.
So they better start putting some respect on this man's name. This man playing like a man right now. So if Minnesota continue to stay healthy, they got a shot. This Phoenix experiment down here, because that's what I call it when you got 3 shooters on the floor at the same time. I just need to see them play some defense. They keep it close, but I mean, Minnesota right now, they gelling. They gelling at the right time. And when you gelling right now, at this point in the playoffs, you become a dangerous team in the playoffs. Now, if they sweep Phoenix, which I wouldn't be surprised, they will be a dangerous team in the West to play.
I'm mad at Phoenix. I'm mad at KD. I want Bradley Beal, and it's like I'm mad at. I don't understand why they don't put my man Bowl in the game either. Man, he doesn't get anything. I'm like, I'm looking at the matchups and everything, and I'm like, come on, why not give Bowl some run? It's like they all season long they haven't been using dude. It's like I don't understand it, man. But they're not going.
That's what I be saying, Craig. That's what I'm saying when you was talking about the Lakers series. To me, all good coaches need to be able to turn and look down that bench and get that guy that they know they gonna get some you from.
Right.
You gotta have some. It's gotta be a go-to guy. That's one thing I can say, and I'm a Spurs fan. That's one thing I can say about Pop. Pop could turn and point, and somebody could come off that bench and get him a spot. They may not have scored a bucket, but they can get a defensive stop, and that could change the momentum of the game. And that's just from what I've been seeing in these playoffs so far. I have not really seen nobody really utilize their bench but Denver so far. That's really the only series I really been watching, the Denver series. Now, when we get on the other side, on the east side, is just That's just up in the air to me. But this Phoenix Minnesota series, if they lose, they playing like right now, aren't they? Smooth, aren't they playing tonight?
No, that was the last night they played.
The last night. So if they go to Phoenix and be down 3-0, that's it for them.
I agree.
I think they will get. I think they will get swept. I think they will get swept.
I agree. It's sad. I wanted Brad to actually. I don't know. I just wanted him to at least make it back to an Eastern Conference final or something like that. But the West is just too packed for them. They're not gonna unless they. I don't know. Brad's gonna have to get to a contender. I don't think it's gonna happen in Phoenix.
I think Brad could have got to his contender if he wouldn't have got hurt last year. He would have been a Laker.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If Bradley Beal wouldn't have got hurt last year, he'd be a Laker right now.
Mm-hmm.
He would have been a Laker for sure.
And
I think he fits well with what they already had last year. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, let's see. The Clippers and Mavericks tied at 1. Man, Luka Doncic last night. Woo!
My God.
When he is fully engaged and he's not showing that he's out of shape, that dude can really hold things down and carry a team, man. Last night was just amazing.
Did he go in the bag last night, Smooth? He went in the bag last night, didn't he?
Man, he almost had his own remix to Bag Lady by calling Bag Luka.
I was watching it and I was like, this man, you know how you used to say on NBA Jam, he's on fire. He was on fire last night.
Yeah. And also real quick, shouts out to Kyrie Irving because the last couple of years, especially during COVID, he was like public enemy number 1. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he couldn't do anything right. But since he's been with Dallas, he's had a change in tune, and he's been like one of the most respected players, probably the most respected player and teammate, and just been a model citizen and just been balling. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been out in the news for this, for that, for not coming to practice, for choosing to go somewhere else, or something, being at the game. No, you haven't heard nothing wrong about Kyrie, just him playing. But staying on the court and him doing this thing. So salute, because people have been going hard at him over in the media over the last couple of years. So if people can do that, then let's salute him for what he's doing on the court and remaining on the court as well. So shouts out to him.
So Kawhi Leonard played last night too.
First game in a few months.
He couldn't lock down Luka, huh?
No, it wasn't happening. I mean, like you said, his first game in a long time, and you can't just expect to be Mr. Shutdown, and you ain't played in a long time, and you got knee problems. That ain't gonna happen.
When doesn't he have some type of problem, though? Come on now, it's like he's. I think he may be worse than Anthony Davis, is he?
He is. And
he may be worse than Anthony Davis. It's a lot of, and we don't talk about that enough. It's like everybody hawks on Anthony Davis, but we give Kawhi Leonard a pass. Even though Kawhi does, because he's done such great things, Kawhi has 2 wings, right? Or 1. He has 2 wings. So it's like, I guess 2 is better than 1. So I guess he edges out Davis. So I guess Davis takes all the heat for being hurt all the time.
He was the guy on his team. So I mean, and he beat LeBron. Sorry, Smooth, but
he did.
He did.
And he beat Curry and Durant.
And I was about to say there was a period of time where, the way that people talk about Steph Curry and LeBron now, like there was a period of time where that's what people thought Kawhi was. They thought it was Kawhi and LeBron those two years or so. But
I was one of them people too. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was right there.
I did too. And then he left, San Antonio, and yeah, he got that ring in Toronto, and then it slowly.
Stop coming to work.
He said he's not coming to work, Craig. He's not coming to work.
Taking them days on,
He's part of that crew of guys that I'd rank with, like him, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, where it's like it just got to a point where every time you turn around, they're on a different team. These guys aren't people who stay. And again, not saying that has to be the same way that it used to be, but like, in the 80s, you could predictably know, okay, if this guy's on your team, he's on your team for a while. Same thing with the 90s. But like, between, I think it was a 5-year period where between those four guys I just named, they may have changed teams like 9 times between the 4 of them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can thank one person for the way that is now.
Who was that?
When LeBron made that decision, that changed everything.
No.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Mario. Appreciate that, sir.
We ain't gotta do this on camera. We can do it off camera,
No, we have to do it right now. Let's do it right now, Mario. Yes, we do.
If you want to do it right now, I mean, we can. We can.
Go right ahead, Mario. Yes, we do.
Who did it before LeBron?
And who did it before LeBron?
Yes.
Who did it before LeBron? I can't think of anybody that did it before LeBron. Who?
What?
Are you talking about Boston?
Yes.
That was different.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. See, hey, Craig, he want to do it then. He want to do it. He want to do it tonight.
Let's do it.
No.
Come on.
No. I don't look at that as the same thing.
Why?
I just don't.
Why?
You know why I don't? This is why I say it's not the same. How many teams have LeBron played for since the decision?
What?
Damn, it took you that long? It took you that long?
What?
Miami,
2 teams?
He went back to Cleveland and LA. So
okay.
KG only played for 2 teams in his career.
But it don't matter how many teams you played on.
He was never going to.
You did it before LeBron did.
All I'm saying is,
all thing different is that because of LeBron's
how did he
stature,
do it?
that's the reason why it's so marginalized right now, because it's LeBron James. But you had people before him. You had Garnett doing it. Hell, you had Barkley going to the Rockets doing his last couple of years. Hell, before that, you had Karl Malone and Gary Payton do that. Pippen went to like 3 different teams. So come on.
I mean,
Pippen
was different. Pippen played with the Bulls for what, 10 years or so, and then went to Houston. Did he got traded, right? Or did he? I thought he went to Houston first, right?
Pippen didn't want to resign back with the Bulls, so he moved on his own little path.
Right. But he didn't call up Charles. He didn't call up Charles Barkley and say, "Hey Chuck, what we doing, man? Hey, what's Patrick doing? Let's all form a super team." Like, they didn't do that.
But Pippen the
Lakers.
Hold on, wait. Pippen also wasn't part of an organization that wasn't trying to put out a winning product on the court, like Brown went through with Cleveland, and that's why he left.
That is the only thing I can say about what he did, Smooth, is legit. That's the only thing I can say, because as we all discuss all the time, like we just discussed it a few minutes ago when we were talking about the cars, how they look bad. When the front office does not take time to evaluate what they have, because I don't think sometimes they evaluate their players. All they know is they're going to sign their check, they're going to sign these checks off, keep them paid, keep on filling these seats. We're going to keep getting money in my pocket. But if you do not have a front office organizations that's willing to take the time to look at your roster and evaluate your roster, and you know this guy is the face of your franchise, and you know you need to bring somebody else in here to help this man, and you don't do it, after a while, he's gonna give up. I'm not saying LeBron give up. He gave up. He didn't give up. But like I would tell everybody, LeBron was winning, but he won't really winning, if you follow what I'm saying.
And he had to
He was
learn
winning.
how
He
to
was going to the finals. He had to learn. That's what I tell people. That's what I tell people, Smooth. He had to learn how to win. And some people don't understand that.
I don't know. Look, every time LeBron isn't winning, it's always his team is a bunch of bums. They're a bunch of nobodies. But here's the thing: if you can make the playoffs,
He's only done that one.
They said that twice. They said that back in the 2007 year when he went against the Spurs. They said that, and they said that in the second year with Cleveland, the year that they lost. They said, it's just him and a bunch of bums.
Because
they
it was
made the NBA Finals, but it's a bunch of bums.
It was the truth, because the Cavaliers would not have made it to maybe the playoffs, but definitely not the finals without LeBron being on that team.
Sure. But you can say that about most teams for the past 15 years.
Was Kevin Love on them teams? When did Kevin Love get there?
He was there.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith.
But
the same team that was there the year before.
Kevin Love got hurt the first year.
And he was there the second year, though. The year that they lost.
Right.
So,
if I'm not mistaken,
everyone can agree that Kevin Love wasn't going to be that guy to bring a championship to a team without having someone else like a LeBron to lead the way. Kevin Love was a third option.
But for like 10 years, you could say the same thing for 50% of the teams in the playoffs. They weren't going to make it without LeBron.
And that's the greatness of LeBron. That's the point.
But here's the thing. I get that he's a difference maker.
But the point I'm going back to is KG won't first. The KG thing was not is just different. To me, I look at it as different. The one I can really compare it to, if you really want to compare what LeBron did, what KD did is the same thing that LeBron did. KD was winning. He was winning, but he didn't know how to win. But actually, to me, in my opinion, KD took the easy route to get a championship. He took the easy route to get a championship. In my opinion, he did. Because if you look at that,
they did the same thing to me. They did the same thing.
They did the same thing, but
KD was like, you know what, LeBron did it, I'm doing it. That's all he did. He followed his footsteps.
KD's roster was loaded way more than that talent was in Miami, and I'm gonna keep that 100.
Hold on. Now see, you say it was loaded more. For the team may have beat him the year before, but if you want to say loaded at that time, they had Steph and Clay. Draymond was a bona fide role player. They didn't have any superstars. When KD got there to Golden State, he became the number one option. Think about it, over Steph,
but also Clay. Golden State just won the year prior too.
No, they didn't. They lost that year. Before they lost the year, LeBron beat them that year. Then the next year, KD came.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, come on now, because I get tired of people. KD's from the area, so a lot of fans that were fans of KD got mad at KD because he did what he did. I'm like, what are you mad for? LeBron did it. Like, it ain't the same. Yes, it is the same. Oh, but that team beat him. What does it matter? The team beat him. They still superstars. I mean, he had Clay.
Well,
LeBron had who did LeBron have? LeBron had Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and who was my man? Ray Allen. Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, you talking about later on down? You talking later on down the line when he got Ray Allen? You talking about later on down the line? Then he got Ray Allen.
He got Ray Allen.
He didn't have him the first year
in Miami.
He got there
Ray Allen came the second year in Miami, didn't he?
He got there the third year, I think.
They didn't win the championship without Ray Allen. They didn't win the championship without Ray Allen.
Yeah, they did. Because Ray Allen was there the 2 years they faced the Spurs.
Hold on, let me go look.
I'm pulling. I got it up right now. I'm looking.
Yep, the Heat team that beat the Thunder, Ray Allen, not on that team.
Because if it wasn't for Ray Allen, they wouldn't have beat the Spurs.
Right.
Yes. So he only got one ring with them?
Right.
Yep.
I thought they got 2 rings.
He got one ring in Miami.
No, because LeBron
one ring in Miami, one ring in Cleveland.
He had the cramps the next year. You know, he had
So did.
come out, couldn't handle it. A little hot. You know, playing for the Heat.
Hey, the Spurs knew what they were doing. At their place, keeping that damn gym hot like that.
Hey, that's what Boston used to do against the Lakers.
Sure did.
But Boston God was old. That sucker didn't have no AC in it anyway. That was all heat in that gym. That place was old. But what you were saying though, Craig, when I was saying about how KD took the easy route, I mean, looking at that Golden State roster, I mean, to me, that's just like pulling a school bus up. Steph opened the door and said, "Come on, just enjoy the ride," because that's basically all he did was just enjoy the ride.
That's no guarantee, though. I mean, look at the Lakers. What was it, 2003 or 2004? Like you had those guys coming.
Gary Payton and all them jump on the bandwagon with.
They were like they thought this is our chance.
But did it produce anything? Did it produce anything?
That's what I said, there's no guarantee.
Did it produce anything?
That's the point.
No, that was a guarantee when he went to Golden State. When KD went to Golden State, it was a guarantee.
It was,
and if you go back and look at his stats, they played better defensively when KD got there than they played in previous years. You can go back and look at the stats.
And also, KD was in his prime.
But I mean, look at him when he went to the Nets. They thought that was going to work out too. And
well, yeah, because he didn't have right, because he didn't have Steph and Clay and Draymond. He didn't have winning ball players. Brooklyn.
I mean, he was in theory he had winning people. In theory,
who?
He had Kyrie and James Harden, right?
Tell me somebody else. That's before James even got there. I'm talking about before. Yeah, I'm talking about before when James Harden got there. Name me somebody else on that roster that's a household name. You can't. I'll do it for you. You can't.
Who was Brook Lopez still on the team with them?
Hey, I'll give you that. I'll give
wait
you
a minute.
that. I understand.
Was Blake Griffin there? Was he there at the time? I don't remember.
He came in later.
No, that was later on.
I got nothing. I'm starting to cap out on all the NBA people I can name. So
Joe Johnson, but he wasn't no winner.
Joe Johnson.
I thought he was he in Dallas?
Did you say Joe Johnson?
Joe Johnson.
What?
Oh,
Joe Johnson best days when he was in Atlanta. When he was in Atlanta Hawk, that was his best opportunity to get a championship. But he wasn't gonna get it when he was in Atlanta Hawk either.
All right, so real quick, y'all, because this conversation, we just, how it is with me, and we take it and we go with it. Real quick, OKC up 1 against the Pelicans. With Zion Williamson hurt, I don't see the Pelicans having a chance against OKC. If Zion will be healthy, it's totally different, but I don't see any chance for the Pelicans to come out this series winning at all against OKC.
I didn't hear what you said. Is Zion out for the rest of the series?
He's out for the next couple of weeks because of a hamstring issue.
Okay.
Don't be horizontal. That could lead to problems.
Yeah, I don't see.
Let's go. Oh, go ahead. Oh, I thought someone said something. Let's go to the East. The Knicks, 76ers. Knicks, they filed a grievance to the league because of the non-calls or calls being missed, whatever. against the Knicks.
The Knicks did, or the 76ers did.
The 76ers put in a grievance because they saying how Nick Nurse, the head coach of the 76ers, called a timeout doing that melee in game 2, but the referees didn't see it. Then they complained about other stuff as well. But the Knicks are down. Knicks are up by 2 in the series, and they now go to Philadelphia. I do see the Sixers possibly winning at least one game. I don't see it being a sweep. Mario, your thoughts on this series?
I just got one name on this series. His name is Jalen Brunson. People better start recognizing this kid. Well, no, I'm sorry, this grown man, because he is playing basketball. New York City basketball. So that's all I got to say about that series. But no. Wait a minute, Craig. Black, you said the big man is help when he's healthy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Indeed. He's the best big man in the NBA when he's healthy. Yes.
He's healthy. So what's going on?
He's not healthy right now. What are you talking about? He's not healthy.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to clarify.
He is out there playing right now. We know he ain't healthy. We all know he should not be playing. I don't know why he's even in this series. It doesn't make any sense.
Playoff for bust.
That's all I'm saying.
It's stupid. It's stupid. They should be going to them down. I mean,
how many years they gonna do that though? You gotta try to get what you can get from him because it seems like he's gonna be injured. So better figure out how to learn to play while he's injured.
I think he's messing up for the next season. He's gonna watch. He's gonna miss messing around in his playoffs. He's gonna miss at least another 20 games next season. Watch.
How many seasons has he played now? 7, 6, 7? I mean, not played, but I mean been in the league. Let me rephrase that.
In the league, let's see here, since 2014. So what's that? 10 years. But he did take off 1 year because his rookie year he took off because he was hurt.
Yeah. So played 10 years. How many times has he actually played in the playoffs?
Let me see here. Playoff stats. Let's see. He's played 55 games in the playoffs.
55 games in 10 years.
He missed his first 2 seasons due to a foot injury. So realistically, he's only been in NBA 8 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you want to say he the best big man when he's healthy?
When he's healthy, when he's healthy, and I'm gonna stick by that. I'm not gonna shy away from that. If he's healthy, he's like AD. He's like he's not like AD because AD is not good as him. But when he's healthy, I believe he's better than Jokic. If he can stay healthy, he'd be better than Jokic. But he just can't stay healthy, so it is what it is. He can't stay healthy.
Okay.
But I do see this series going. I'm gonna give the 76ers 2 games. They're gonna win 2 games out of this series. They're not gonna get swept. I give them 2 games.
All right. Milwaukee and Pacers series tied at 1. They go to Indiana and play the next 2 games there. With Giannis, he's out due to a torn meniscus, I believe. So he'll be out for quite some time. More than likely, he may not be back in the playoffs at all. Kind of depending on how far along they go. But I think this is the advantage for the Pacers because not having Giannis is a game changer for the Bucks. So I do have the Pacers win this series.
Well, I'll say this move. Let's see if that trade they made during the season really pay off now.
Talking about Dame? Oh no, we talking about Siakam.
Yes, let's see if it pay off now. Let's see if it pay off now because you got Siakam who has been in this familiar waters before. So let's see if he can give them the experience that they need and the, you know, the knowledge to see if they can knock these Bucks off. But that's a tough task to do with Dame time on the other side. So that'll be interesting to see. Somebody else from Milwaukee gonna have to step up.
Where is Chris Middleton at?
He played last night or whatever last game that was, but he did hurt himself. But I think he came back in the game. But he always hurt too.
He's supposed to be another star. Yep, I think the Bucks' biggest mistake, I think, was letting go of Holiday. They should have found a way. They should have found a way to keep Drew Holiday. I would have preferred them let Middleton go and kept Drew Holiday. That's just my opinion. I don't see them.
You do get
I'm sorry.
You do get an on-ball defender. I said you do get an on-ball defender with him.
He changed the whole dynamic on that.
Yeah, he does. He does.
All right, so we have Cleveland and Orlando. Cleveland is up 2-0. Let me see right now the score. So they play tomorrow. Cavaliers and Magic play tomorrow. So once again, series is 2-0. They go to Orlando. T-Bone, when he saw that Orlando was a number 5 seed, not number 8, not number 7, not the play-in, they were solidified in a nice seeding. Is basketball back in Orlando officially now?
I mean, it may be for another game or two, but
you didn't.
The years when I was there, when they were going to the playoffs and then to the finals, you know, I saw them beat LeBron. I was in person when they blew out the Celtics, and then, you know, they went on to lose to the Lakers. But, you know, fun times in Orlando. So I want to see those times come back to the city. I want to see I'm gonna see it now, but I want to hear about the downtown being packed down there on Wall Street and people watching from outside and going into I don't know what the club was called at this point, but, you know, they had the thing on the screens outside where you could, you know, have a watch party out there. Like those used to be some fun times back then. So, you know, I hope the city gets to enjoy some of that. It may not happen like that this year. They may go out early, but, you know, maybe they'll add some pieces around, and then next year they'll be, you know, one of them top-ranked teams until the next player goes to LA.
And then last Boston and the Heat, and Boston right now is down by 6 in the fourth quarter against the Heat. So got a good game going on right there. It'd be pretty interesting if the Heat can get that win without Jimmy Buckets playing.
How much time left in that game?
It's about let's see, it's 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game.
Okay.
And
they got time.
I didn't know Jimmy Buckets was hurt.
Yeah, he hurt himself in the tournament against the Sixers. But this is the biggest time for the Celtics to see who they are made of, because it's been around this clutch period when they don't show up when it matters the most. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Boston would do being down 6, and if they can turn it up and get it over the hump. Because if not, they're going to be the same problem they had over the last 2 seasons.
Miami just finds a way. That's why I love Miami. They one of them teams where no matter what, they just got the dog in them. No matter who's on that floor, when you put on that uniform, they come out and they ball, man.
And that's a part of that culture that someone we all know wanted to be a part of, so you can learn how to be in that kind of culture. But like you just said, Craig, that's what the Heat has always been about, is no matter who they got on their team, they're going to all fight like dogs. That's their culture.
I wish they and they let go of Gabe Vincent. I think they should have kept him. I don't know why that transaction happened. He was a great piece for them last year. But nevertheless, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right now, it's 2 minutes left in the game. 2 minutes 30 seconds. They down by. Is that that's 9 points, right? Wow.
Yeah, now it's 9. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move on, fellas, because we have a lot to discuss. Caitlin Cash Money Clark for the Indiana Fever. I say money because she is about to get paid from Nike, 8-year deal, $20+ million. And as soon as word got out about this, oh boy, were people mad. And a lot of people were targeting, not like in a bad way, but they're saying, well, you got Aja Wilson, who's been in the league, MVP, 2-time champion, best-selling author, the whole 9. She has not been offered a shoe deal. You got other stars in the WNBA doing big things, not getting a shoe deal. But here comes Caitlin Clark from college, and she is raking in a big bank. And with this shoe deal that's about to go down, if it hasn't already been official, is this going to open up Pandora's box and start an issue with other women in the WNBA?
Shouldn't.
I'm gonna be honest. Let's just call it what it is. Can we just stop that pussyfoot around it and just call it what it is?
And call it what, Craig? What we gonna call it?
Okay, all right. So Caitlin Clark is a white woman, okay, who has game, who can ball, who took the college scene by storm. She is a white woman, and she is what America wants, what America always needs. So that's what it is. Point blank. You get mad at it. Now, if she didn't have the game to back it up, maybe I'd be like, okay, whatever. It's like, you know what I'm equated to? She's the Eminem of women's basketball. How about that? How about that? She is the Eminem of women's basketball. Eminem, he's white, but he can rap his ass off and he can back everything. He can stand in any room and rap against any rapper. She can go on any court right now. I support anybody. And she has that. I support that. She's taking the game to a whole nother level with her height. So give her the money. Let it happen. Now it'll trickle down. It'll trickle over to some of these other black players that are when they see that she gets clamped down or locked down, or they give her 40 points, and they were like, okay, you know what? I should have signed her to this deal. Should have signed to that deal. Maybe Nike they'll wake up, but this is what's needed right now. I'm not mad at it, but that's what it is. That's in my opinion. How about that?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Go ahead.
Go ahead, T. Go ahead, T.
No, I was just gonna say, like, if I were the other players, like, I mean, if I'm behind the scenes, I'd probably be looking like, can you believe this? We've been busting our asses for the past so many years, and the money's starting to come in, but now she comes in and the money floods, and I may be looking at my peers and looking at that a certain way, but then I'm gonna look at my bank account. And I'm going to say, wow, look, that TV rights money, they want to see her. Well, they're going to see me too. And my bank account's going to grow from it. So, because if Nike's offering her money, then that means Adidas going to offer somebody money. Everybody else is going to start offering people money. So, look, if this is the catalyst of what it takes to get the money rolling in, the golfers in the late 90s probably thought, Tiger Woods, I mean, look at this guy. And then they looked at their bank accounts and said, "Wow, look at her. Tiger, welcome. You want a green jacket? What shade of green would you like?" So I think that you can also look at the Olympics and look at like gymnastics, and you got Simone Biles. You got people coming out there that's they all doing their different things, and sometimes it takes people that don't look like the typical person to attract more viewers. So whatever it takes, get your money.
Ride the wave.
Shout out to David Burns, says Nike got money to blow.
Yeah.
And he right, Smooth. Nike do got money to blow because Sabrina Ionescu got a shoe with Nike, but she ain't making that Caitlin Clark money.
Right.
Ain't nobody talking about that though.
Did Angel Reese get anything? Any offers? And I know she was getting paid out of her NILs too. Did she get
exactly
deals or anything?
Her NIL was nice. I haven't heard anything.
No, yeah, not yet. I'm sure some will come, but not yet.
But
this okay. People right now.
Caitlin Clark thing is just another example of how this is just America and what America is, man. Come on now, that's nobody should be
examples in the opposite way. I mean, you take people who aren't typical in, typically seen in gymnastics or golf or tennis. You look at how that's worked out for them. I mean, sometimes it takes people that don't look like the typical person in the sport to draw the attention, because now it's news. Otherwise, it's just the norm.
Very true. Very true. This is America.
So, Craig, you brought up NIL earlier from the NCAA. So I'm gonna give you the floor.
You gonna run my clip for me, sir? You gonna run my clip? You got my clip ready?
You know what? I ain't got it ready. Dang, hold on. Wait a minute.
How you gonna cue me and not have my clip ready?
So behind the scenes, he said he'll want to talk about it. He ain't say he wanted me to play the clip.
Okay, my bad. Okay, I'll take the blame for that. But nevertheless, it's a clip where Boobie Cousins is talking about NIL deals right now, and how back when he was at Kentucky, that they were must-see TV, and they bring all this money to Kentucky, and he's like, damn, I couldn't even go take a meal for somebody, and it's a dude out front. He's a dude out front of the tournament selling jerseys, making 60 stacks off of them jerseys out front with my name on the back of them, but I can't go get a free meal for somebody. So
you know what, Craig? Hold on, I got you.
Okay. All right. Well, let's let Boobie paint the picture.
Let's see if we can get this right here. Get the audio together. Make sure we're good to go. And let's see if the power of social media will let me be. All right, here it is.
All right.
The NCAA can kiss my ass.
Bro, you following the NIL deals? Are you watching?
Hell yeah, I'm seeing them. Hell yeah.
But does it save college?
How they treated these athletes, that shit sick. This ain't nothing but reparations, man. I don't give a fuck about that college. And this is no knock to Kentucky, because this is just the time we was in. We having tournaments in Cancun, Mexico. And there's 3,000 people with a Cousins in Kentucky shirt. But the vendor outside, he just made 60 bands with my name. But I'll get in trouble for a free meal.
Facts. Or a drink or
like what? Anything. And I can't get a free meal. Give a f about no college. I don't care about nothing.
I agree with him 100%.
I got pushback.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Let's go to
100%. Now I think they even should be able to get some reparations, some of that money back. All that money them people made off them dudes back over the last 50, 60 years. All that money that's stacked. Where's that money at? Where did that money go?
Craig, let me ask you.
All this money off these dudes' names. Where's it at? But go ahead and ask your question, man. I know you defend the NCAA.
Hold on. Where? Y'all can see it.
It's blurry. You can't see it.
Little rules of contract law. Now wait a minute. So they offered him a scholarship to play basketball in Kentucky. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So they offered him that scholarship in exchange for him playing basketball in Kentucky. So there was offer, there was consideration, there was an exchange for a promise of future performance and a promise of free room and board and all that stuff in return, and he accepted it. So they had a contract. He agreed to the contract, and he performed. They gave him what they promised. There shouldn't be a problem there. Second, if we want to talk about, the stuff that wasn't really in there, I mean, here's the thing. I have no problem with NIL deals. Just want to put that out there before I continue, before everybody gets mad at me. Have no problem with NIL deals. But, I mean, you say, where did all the money go? How much money is he making in the NBA right now? Just ballpark it, anybody.
About 20, 30 million.
Okay. If he had not went to Kentucky, or if the NCAA was not a thing, was he going to make that money?
Yes, he would have. Booby Cousins, yes, he would have. He'd have marched straight to the NBA. He was that type of talent.
Well, wait a minute. Who has the rule? Who set the rules that said he can't go straight to the NBA? The NCAA or the NBA?
I think the NBA did that.
Okay, so the NBA, the employer that we want to ultimately go here, says, hey, guys, we don't want you coming straight from high school, so you need to go get some experience somewhere else before you come here. Okay, so if he would have just sat out and not done anything, would he have gone where he went? Let's see, where did he go in the draft here?
Could have went overseas.
First round, 5th overall. Okay, so he could have. Why didn't he?
Because the way the rules are set up, man. Come on now.
What do you mean about the rules? What do you mean about the rules? He could have left high school and went overseas.
So what you're saying is, it's his fault. It's his fault that
I'm not talking about fault.
No. You just said he signed the contract. He has to play through the contract. So he played by the rules. He got what he got.
Well, that was one part. That was one part. But the part about he got nothing in return, he's making millions of dollars right now that he would not have made if he would have not went to Kentucky or any of those schools in NCAA, because they gave him the exposure, they gave him the experience.
That's debatable.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Because he did not have to go to Kentucky to make it to the NBA.
I said, or any of the
he could have went overseas. He could have went overseas and played, and then came into the NBA. He could have done that. I don't know why he didn't. He didn't do it. I'm just saying it's debatable. He didn't have to. He didn't have to go that route.
Well, all I'm saying though is that if you're saying, well, guys should have the right to make money and do this stuff, and if you go overseas, you can make money. Then if going overseas is the better option, then you choose that option, right? But there's a reason why you didn't choose that option.
Because you couldn't back then.
Yes, you could. Yes, you could.
Yes, you could.
There's a reason he came out crazy. There's a reason why you chose that. He could have went overseas. He could have went overseas and then came to the NBA.
Right. But he chose Kentucky because he knew that would be a faster track to get to the NBA and be a high lottery pick, especially playing under Calipari and all them guys in the squad that he had. It was
because of the reputation that they already had.
It was a guarantee.
That's how it's set up. Don't y'all just painted out the whole system. That's the whole system. It's all corrupt like that. Don't you understand that? It's all by design.
Wait, Craig, explain something to me.
So the man in the NCAA can make their money off of these kids. It's by design, yo. How are you not seeing that? And now they're giving them some crumbs, and the crumbs are the NIL now. And they think everybody should be happy. Oh, let's be happy because they can make some. No, they still look at these TV contracts. Look at the SEC TV contracts. Look at these deals they got. Come on now, it's still not nowhere near they should be making.
So Craig, I'm gonna ask this question for you real quick because I think this is what T-Bone is trying to have you to understand. In the long run, did Kentucky help Boogie Cousins make money?
No, Boogie Cousins helped Kentucky make money.
Oh, you froze up, Fred. Say that again, Fred. I missed that.
I said no. Boogie Cousins helped.
What did he say? I missed that one.
You said Am I still frozen?
Kentucky make money. No, I can hear you now, Craig.
I don't know.
No, you good.
Smooth, would you ask me? Ask your question again, Smooth. Ask your question again.
Yeah, I asked, did Kentucky in the long run?
Yeah, because I didn't hear it.
Okay, did Kentucky in the long run help Boogie Cousins make money?
And I said no. Boogie Cousins helped Kentucky make money. That's what I said. So, because in the long run, Boogie Cousins got Kentucky more money than Kentucky got Boogie Cousins. Yes,
wait a minute. For the year that he was there,
for that 1 year,
for the 1 year he was there,
for that 1 year,
he made. How much money did Kentucky make in 1 year from his contributions for that 1 year for those games that he
won the national championship that year? I think they won the national championship that year, didn't they? Didn't they?
I'm not sure.
Final Four.
I'm not sure.
They made the elite. They made the elite 8.
I don't think, Craig. This is just my opinion. This is how I look at it. I don't think he really made the school money like that. If you really look at it, you said why? Because this is how I feel about it. Before there was NIL deals and all this other stuff, these kids was going to this school, going to these programs because they knew they had an opportunity to be seen consistently on Saturday. So my thing is, if you starting to form a pattern, and which Kyler Perry did down there, which a lot of programs are doing now, all they doing is they drawing these kids in. These kids want to go to these programs where they know they feel as though they need to get to the next level. So that's where they're going to go. So if one go, then the next one is going to go. So I can't really say that he was really making money for the program. He won't make no money off the program, but in the long run, yes, he did make money. For himself, he did, but not really for the school. The only thing he really did for the school is he just put them out there.
So you telling me that Boogie Cousins is being
all he did was almost every
question. So you telling me who he was when he came into college and who he became, his persona, his name, that generate umpteen.
You still stuck on the name.
How did the average person do
that did not generate?
You still stuck on the. It may have brought in a little bit of money. I might say it probably did. But
the same way that
Tebow said, the money that he's making,
let's talk about the jersey sales now. Let's talk about the jersey sales alone. How many jersey sales you think they made off his name at that school that year, y'all?
Not as many as he's selling right now in the NBA.
Man, I could list. Well, he probably ain't selling that much in the NBA right now because he ain't playing.
No, he's not even in the NBA right now, to be honest.
No, all I'm saying is Craig, I do understand where you're coming from. I do. You want people to, I understand that. You want people to share the bread. I understand that. I get that. I'm with you on that. But before all that became, it won't even to me. It won't even about the name. Your play spoke for you.
And to me, Craig, you could be. And to me, Craig,
you can go anywhere in the country and get an NIL deal. You ain't got to go to a big time program no more. You can go anywhere in the country and get an NIL deal.
That's true.
And my opinion, Craig, is Kentucky was going to still make money whether Boogie was there or not.
Because they were using up. It'd have been another kid's name. It'd been somebody else's name. That's all. It'd have been another Boogie Cousins. That's all I'm trying to say, y'all. It's another person.
What I'm saying is that Kentucky is already a money making machine. It doesn't matter who goes there; they're gonna still make money.
Why is it a money making machine, Smooth? Because of what?
Because of the blind
You know
loyalty
how many
that those
players
fans
came through
have
that
behind
program?
experience
Because of the what? Because of the what? Say what it is. It's the product, right? It's a product that's on the field and on the court.
Not just one person. Not just one person.
They could put anybody
That's
who's
what
a
I'm saying.
prospect out there.
But
It doesn't matter what's
that's all
name
I'm
is.
trying to say. It doesn't matter who it is. It's the same thing. I'm going back to Nick Saban. It doesn't matter who it is, but it's that product. It's the kids.
Why did they go there? Who do they go there for? Who do they go there for?
All the top-notch kids go there because they know they can go get more money. Come on, it's the system, y'all. What are you talking about? I'm not disputing. What I'm saying is, I'm not disputing that the system is not a stepping stone to get more money. But what I'm saying is that the system doesn't give the kids enough of the share of the money that they make off of the kids. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Craig.
That's why Booby Cousins said after NCAA, he wasn't too mad at Kentucky, but he was like, come on now. It's like you can make all this money off my name and jerseys, but I can't get a free meal. Come on, it doesn't
right.
We can go back 50 years. And
Question. If Lorenzo Romar was the head coach at Kentucky during that time, would Boogie Cousins have been there?
That's an easy answer.
Probably not. I don't know. No.
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 I don't know.
No, Smooth.
Guess what?
No.
Another kid would have been there, and they'd have probably made money off that kid's name as well. Y'all making it seem like the school makes the kid. That's what y'all trying to tell me.
In some cases, they
this,
do.
This what I want. This what I want you to answer for me. You
No,
keep saying
no. So let me say this one last thing. Let me say this one last thing. If y'all telling me the school makes,
I want to know what the product is, because the product is not the key.
If
the
y'all
product
telling
is not
me
the key.
School makes the kid, and it's not the player that makes the school. Okay, so if we take all these players, all these top tier ESPN 100 basketball, football, baseball, hockey, soccer. We take all these top players and we send them to all the HBCUs for the next 10 years. What would the landscape of the NCAA be? The Power 5.
It would still be the same.
Would it be Bethune-Cookmans? Would it be Bowie State Universities? Would it be Howard Universities? Would it be?
It wouldn't, and that's my point. And I'll tell you exactly why.
About it wouldn't over a 10-year period, and we move every top 100 athlete, and we sprinkle through every HBCU. It wouldn't,
because of two reasons. Unless
it's crazy.
Because Craig, here's the one thing that you're missing out of all this.
What am I missing?
National television rights. The people who are on national television, Craig, are the people who are seen as the stars. When you put those programs on TV, that's who the people believe are the best.
So what are you saying? If you're telling me that all the stars are gravitating to all these smaller schools, they will be on national TV. What are you talking about?
No,
yes, they will. All that power will go away from all them other schools.
Hey, they got contracts. They got television contracts in place. They're not going to be on national television. Don't get me wrong.
Television contracts don't be nothing with the internet. We don't need that no more. We got other avenues to show games.
Really? Does the average person use the internet to find the Montana State games? Like the average person does not look for that. And by the way, you can't find those games on the internet.
I just gave you the pivot for the next 10 to 15 years. If the NCAA, if these players switch, because we're seeing it right now, and I don't know if it's going to trickle down to athletes, but the DEI, what is it? Diversity and inclusion, where they taking away all the black focused scholarships from all the major universities is creeping all around right now. If it ever trickles down to athletes and they start doing that, and you get more athletes starting to not want to actually go to these big universities because they're not, it's going to be a shift. Just like the shift with the NIL, I believe in the next, probably after we're gone, I think the shift is going to happen. It's going to come right back to the HBCU. We're going to see a shift of players of our color are going back to the HBCUs, and you're going to see a whole paradigm shift of all this Power 5. It's going to change, but y'all ain't got to see it. I can see it myself.
Hey,
and I have a problem with that.
Oh, Mario, I got it. So with that being said, Harris-Stowe State University prepare to have
Harris-Stowe State University, Power 5, number 1 ranked Power 5 in the.
But Craig, for the same reason,
yes, baby, Harris-Stowe State versus Wichita. What is it? What is it?
Y'all need to cut it out.
For the same reason that it would be an issue when it came to Deion, like Deion leaving Jackson State and going to Colorado. Like that's why that's not going to happen. Is because when you start to build that momentum, it's going to get taken away.
Hey man, I have faith. I just got faith, man. T-Bone. I believe the system's been corrupt for the last 100 years, and it's going to change sooner or later. It's going to happen. So I mean, it is what it is, man. That's just my point of view. You ain't got to agree with it. I mean, but you know, let's eat.
All right, so real quick, I do have to go very soon. Next week, Craig, this weekend, should I say? Guess who the St. Louis Battlehawks are playing?
Ain't y'all coming to DC? Ain't y'all flying to DC this weekend? I'm not gonna see y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be in the city. Y'all not coming.
You playing?
I thought y'all was the number 1 team with attendance. I thought y'all followed y'all team across the country. Y'all not coming to DC. We're not doing a live show this weekend from Audi Field. I can't believe this. I am shocked. I don't understand this. What is going on? Oh my God. I can't. It's
not enough space for
and the real estate DJ at. Where are they at right now?
Yeah. So this weekend it's the Battlehawks versus the DC Defenders at DC. Should be a great game. Look forward to Craig in the chat talking about the results of the game coming up. I'm excited for it. It's like a measuring stick for the Battlehawks because we know DC went to the championship game last year. They didn't win, but they did go. So
what's DC's record right now?
We pulled the 49er. How about that? We did call it a 49er. How about that?
Y'all 2-2, huh? Right, that's not 49er like.
We did a 49er. How about that? We went to the championship game and didn't win.
Yeah. So once again, Battlehawks 3-1, DC Defenders 2-2. So look forward. Look forward to that matchup. T-Bone, give us your thoughts real quick about this new era of WWE. We all know that Cody Rhodes won a championship a few weeks ago at WrestleMania. Triple H had been talking about ushering a new era in WWE, and who better to explain that more than yourself? So give us your thoughts.
And look, for me right now, more than ever, WWE looks closer to a sport than it's ever been. I mean, if you look at the presentation just visually, I mean, I think we were commenting on it when we were watching WrestleMania, just how, man, things have improved and it's looking better. So I appreciate that, especially here on the platform Sports Talk show. Looking at something that looks like a sport is great. But Cody looks like he'll be having his first challenge against AJ Styles in Paris, France. By the way, the WWE going global for their pay-per-views for this year, with the exception of the big ones. They're going all across the world. They're in Paris, they're in Berlin, they're in Scotland. They're going all over the place, and I think that's going to continue outside of those big events. But you got that. You got the CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, the burger after burger after burger. That was a pretty funny line. I don't know if y'all saw that, but
that was funny.
But I think that I'm very optimistic with the way things are going. The draft is coming up Friday and Monday, so we'll see where everybody lands out. You got the big three, the new big three with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. I mean, look, if you are a black person and you want to get into watching wrestling, this is a pretty good time to do it. Even on NXT, new NXT champion, Trick Williams. The black people are reigning and defending. So, check it out. It's good stuff.
Where's Goldust? Oh my God.
He's on the other. Let's move on. Can't talk about them.
Goldust, you still wrestling? For real?
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Move on.
Where's he at though?
So, with that being said,
hold up. He must be AEW, huh? That's where he's at. He's an AEW. Is that what it is? Is that why I didn't see him at WrestleMania? I was like, come on now. The whole family comes out to congratulate Cody Rhodes and no Gold. I was like, where the hell is Goldust at? Oh, contractually, he couldn't be seen on WWE, huh? That's what it is.
Yes,
Okay.
But yeah, fellas, great show. I got to go and get ready for my event over at the at Sophie's Art Lounge in a matter of moments. So great show. This has been another edition of the Man Cave. Stay tuned for more, of course, next month from the fellas. In the meantime, enjoy. Ladies' Night goes down next Wednesday. Shouts out to Bunny, to Joby, Chalet, Coach Willis, and Annie. You know that they're going to bring it like we did tonight. And don't forget to let everyone know about the Platform Sports Talk Show on Facebook, on the X, Instagram, on YouTube. Subscribe, T-Bone, and click on that
bell.
Because anytime we go live,
you will be notified.
Please book us, the Platform Sports Talk Show, by sending us an email, platformsportstalkshow@gmail.com. Y'all want us to go to your event, or someone that'd be an incredible guest on the show, have them to email us and we'll make that happen. Fellas, thanks again for y'all time. Y'all have a great rest of y'all evening.
Boston lost. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I saw that. But y'all have a great rest of y'all evening, and I'm about to go and do my thing on the ones and twos. Y'all peace out, everyone. Much love. We out.